Let's talk about the Northeast as we take a look at Cape May, New Jersey. It doesn't look too bad there now, does it? Later this week is definitely going to be full-on beach weather as the heat is going to build back in after what was mostly a nice weekend, despite the storms that we had last night and the thousands that are still without power. So, besides all that, I think today is going to be a decent day, but we do still have some scattered showers and storms around. Not for everyone, but let's walk through the timing of what we can expect through the rest of today. First, though, the storm reports more than 300 across the Northeast from just yesterday. Nick just showed us this video of those tents that were blown over at the baseball field in West Virginia, and there were reports of injuries with that as well. One person had 2 broken legs. Strong wind gusts in excess of 60 to up to 75 miles per hour reported across the Northeast. So that just goes to show you some of the conditions that we were dealing with. Here's that severe storm threat. It's not for everyone today, mainly confined across parts of Virginia. So a good chunk closer to the coast, Concord, Richmond, on over to Williamsburg, some of the cities that are listed with the potential for damaging wind gusts, large hail possible too. You look at our future radar going forward, and this is as we get into the afternoon. You start to see, Michael, some of these cells that develop. This is by about 3 p.m. And then as we continue to go through the afternoon and evening, you see more of that activity. I think it's short-lived. There's not going to be a huge window when you have that severe weather threat, but say maybe from 3 o'clock or so, continuing on to about 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I think that sweet spot's going to be just after lunchtime and then right around dinner time. Especially I'm concerned for places like Richmond, Virginia. I would certainly between, let's roughly say 2 and 7-ish, 2 and 8. I would definitely keep an eye on your Fox weather app if you're doing anything outside, because sometimes those renegade Lone Ranger storms like that can be the ones that pack the biggest punch.
Exactly. I completely agree with you. Let's go up to New England, because you're not talking about the threat for severe weather, but you still have some showers. While this area of low pressure is still hanging out across Maine, and it's that cold front on the southern end of it that's helping to initiate some of those storms later on today. But you still have this wraparound moisture from that area of low pressure, bringing the chance for showers back into the forecast through the afternoon and into the evening. So we'll time it out, Michael, what you can expect across Boston.
Yeah, again, I think the first half of your Sunday looks great in Boston. It's right after lunchtime, and you can see it right there, kind of moving in from south or from north to south. Right around the 3, 4, and 5 o'clock hour, that's when the rain train once again moves in. Not a washout of a day, but I think the afternoon doesn't look the most beautiful.
Yeah, and then you'll have an onshore breeze, so temperature is not going to be quite as warm into tomorrow. Let's get to the good stuff. That's if you like the heat. Look at this. Heat really ramping up as we go through the second half of the week. High temperatures, Philly and Washington, D.C. We have you in the low to mid 90s. That's what we can expect for Friday. I don't know, maybe a lot of people calling out hooking on Friday, making it a 3-day weekend. New York looks pretty good for us, too.